future home of Super Bowl 56. There's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They'll run left with Pollard. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Hurts. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tony Pollard. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was an absolutely dominating shutdown performance for them because they shut down the run, they shut down the pass. I think at one point the question was whether or not they could actually hold them to negative yardage for the entire game. That's how well they played. I don't know if those numbers can carry over to this one, but they do expect to play at a high level. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack on first down, Herbert, and this one too low.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this one is right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Herbert. Looking deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Hurts. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Jacksonville.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Now a give, right side. Pollard. And some room to roam now. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 6-yard line. A big play there. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
At the 10-yard line.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Now here's Pollard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tony Pollard, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Oh, some strong running. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They go play action with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Pollard again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tony Pollard punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
27, Chargers 13.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing is Hurts. Got an open man. It's Washington.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Robinson's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Come on, baby. That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Steps away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tony Pollard there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert, he's airing it out for Williams. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Get that quarterback. 31's the mic. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Herbert on 1st down now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
31's the mic. I got you. I got you. Switch. Switch. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the 1st down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 2.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
34. Chargers 20.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Rolling to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Uses the stiff arm. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down, it's Pollard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now a give right side. Pollard. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and